Okay, I'm in Detroit, in Delray, and this video is just going to be pretty much Delray. Let's see, what is this? Dragoon, so liver noise. Okay, so this is liver noise up here. Now let me put my belt on so that thing doesn't go off. But I don't really know too much about the history of this part of Detroit, except like a lot of Polish and Hungarian people, I guess in the 30s and 40s used to live here. But never actually met, I don't think I've ever actually met anybody from this side of Detroit. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. It's bad. It's not the worst part, I don't think, but I mean, you have buildings like that over there. Well, there's nobody around. I'll just slow down a little bit, like houses. And that was an abandoned school. I've never seen that school actually, you know, a functioning school. I've seen it as a whole building, but not as an actual functioning school. And that was probably about 10 or 12 years ago. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and point straight. If I think of something to say, or if I think of, see, you see the graffiti right there. If I think of anything to say, I'll say it. If I see something interesting, I'll just point the camera, pretty much, so I can focus on driving. The roads are, you know, like Michigan roads. Michigan roads are pretty bad. They have to figure something out. But I think it's all a political thing. Ever since I've lived here, the roads have always been bad in Michigan. So I think there's always going to be like that. People are just going to take the taxpayer money and use it for private yachts, parties, whatever. That's a church right there. That's poster. Sometimes you see some weird people, like right about here. Ooh, should get out and take a selfie stick picture next to the torch neon, but I think I'll pass. Let's see. This is green, so I'll go right. Yeah, there used to be some houses here. There used to be houses everywhere around here, pretty much. But I remember there being houses here, and let's let this person go. Don't know what that is. Imagine how much that house would cost. I saw a house, I drove by it about 2 miles from here. It said $250 down, $242 a month. It was pretty bad condition. It wasn't burnt or anything. I don't think it was livable. I don't know, maybe a certain section you could live in, but like this right here. See, people drive crazy around here. I've actually driven around here a lot. Delray is one of those places that I've never had any problems, but still, it's just Detroit. Around here, there's like no police department. All right. That wasn't actually as bad as I thought. But anyways, there's actually no police department or anything over here. So like, something happens and you like live in one of these houses, somebody breaks in, it's gonna be, you pretty much gotta put the law in your own hands, you know? Like, it's gonna take a good 20 minutes for a cop to come from the station here, I'd say. Unless they've built a new station. I don't think they have. But, and smells, sometimes it smells a little bit over here too. Probably from Zug Island. But anyways, yeah, we're just going towards, see, I wish I could, well, pretty much just all the houses just look like that. Like you see, like, there's a few streets down there, but, oh, that's a pretty big tree stump. Look at it. I wonder how big that tree was. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah, so you don't really have a lot of jobs in Delray. Like, I don't know what people do. Like, you have like the marine pollution control building there. You have a couple little places, but other than that, like, I don't see any type of employment for the people like around here, like, you know, within walking distance. I assume the unemployment rate's pretty high like that. I remember that house being a functioning house. I actually remember all these places being houses. There. I wonder like how much that house right ahead costs. And think about it, like that's a big, like square foot, like that's a big piece of property. That's probably like 20-25 grand tops. And imagine like a place like that, square foot, Miami, Los Angeles, San Francisco, you're talking $1 million or whatever, just something, you know. So hey, if you can survive out here, you know, you can definitely get a pretty decent property. I wouldn't just, me personally, I wouldn't recommend moving into a property like in Delray like that. That's more like passed on from generation to generation. Most of these places you can't just like come up and move into. You just got, otherwise you're gonna have like a lot of problems, you know. Like I'm sure like they have family here or whatever. You just don't, you know, move into a neighborhood like this. But like, yeah, people get. But this is just general like a basic neighborhood in Delray. This is a basic street. Oh, I didn't even know this was here. What is it? Oh, Delray Neighborhood House. Hey, that's pretty cool though. You know, they have something for the kids. Who knows? You know? You never know who she'll turn out to be. She could still be a doctor, doesn't matter, you know, like the neighborhood. It's all about really like how you bring up the child, you know? I remember one time a tanker fell from 75 right there, fell in this neighborhood. That's why that lot is abandoned right there. Blew up some houses there. I don't know if anybody died. I don't know if the houses were abandoned, but yeah, the tanker fell. Let me see, what else can I show you? I guess I'll go towards Zug Island. So it'll be like another 2-minute video. Let's see. Yeah, that's like the only gas station in Delray right there. So like if there's that and there's a party store. Where is it? On the other side of Delray. So like other than that, like once it gets dark, I mean it gets pretty bad. Like most of these street lights here don't work at all. I've actually been down here quite a few times during the dark driving through here, and it is pretty scary. Like, you know, I mean, not the scariest part of Detroit, but, you know, you can imagine being out here 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'll just cut through this street. Imagine, like, being like, oh, this guy's... He actually just looks old. But somebody's doing some construction. Like, imagine, like, that house, you know? Or, like, they're doing something here. Like, that's probably... Ooh. So imagine that house out no more than like 50 grand. I doubt even that, you know. You just, so you're looking at a good piece of property if you can just, you know, tolerate the neighborhood. Some of these houses are cool though. Like, imagine like the history of this neighborhood. You know, the people 30s, 40s, the people that immigrated here from Poland, Hungary. This was, you know, a pretty lively neighborhood in its times. But you know, you can't really change the past. You can get rid of some of the abandoned buildings, but how Delray is now is pretty much how it's going to be, in my opinion. I mean, it could come back a little bit, but it's going to take a lifetime. That was a big piece of property. But yeah, if you like the video, if you comment, I will try to. I was trying to pay attention to them people. Anyways, yeah, like, comment, share, do whatever you want with the video. I'll end it in like a minute. Over there is Zug Island. That's like responsible for the smell, I think. I'm pretty sure they're a steel producer. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, I'll go down here. Once I get down the end of this street right here, they got some big potholes here. Once I get down the end of the street, I'll end this video. You get a couple people that, you know, take some care of their property here, so, you know, I guess, you know, you could live there, I guess. I don't even know how stable the house is. I wonder if that place is abandoned. That's crazy. House of God. abandoned. There's some people looked like they were doing drugs over there in the car, but anyways, yeah, that kind of threw me off. I was actually gonna get out and walk in the church. I look over, there's a car and there's two people that look like they're like either doing heroin or doing something crazy. But let's see. Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see. I was gonna go up in that house too. Somebody's lucky day. People usually mind their business here, but yeah. Oh, Iron Coffin Motorcycle Club over there. I really wouldn't mess with those people. But yeah, like, comment, and share. Thanks.